Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Big Questions, Small Steps. My name is Amanda and I'm so glad that you could join me today. Today we're going to take a look at another holiday that happens in March. This one I'm guessing you've never heard of before, because I certainly hadn't before researching this. We're going to talk about the holiday known as Nowruz. Stay tuned. So the holiday of Nowruz is a holiday that is celebrated by the Iranian people, by the Persian people, by the Baha'i movement, and also by the Zoroastrian movement. Now, all of those different movements typically reside in Iran and Persia. And this holiday is actually their new year. So it's their new year. It marks the first day of spring. But this holiday is not just one day. Oh no. This holiday lasts for 13 days. 13. Can you imagine having 13 New Year's Eves or New Year's days? That's a lot of celebrating. And so this is a very joyous time. It's also a very reflective time for the people of the Zoroastrian movement and the Baha'i movement. Very big deal. There will be lots of fire, lots of water, and lots of dancing. I know, seems kind of confusing, right? So there's a symbol in everything. So the dancing, we'll start from the back and go forward. The dancing is supposed to bring the joy that you feel into the new year. The more you dance, the more joy you're supposed to accept and appreciate in the new year. Okay? Now with water, that's very symbolic, meaning cleansing. Again, that's very common in other religions and denominations. In Christianity, there's the cleansing of the water. In Islam, there's the cleansing of the water. It's a very big deal. Even in Judaism, there's cleansing with water. So in the Zoroastrian movement and the Baha'i movement, they also celebrate the cleansing of the water on this day. Nowruz. One of the two. The last one they have is fire. Fire is a very powerful symbol. This is supposed to represent purging all the bad. So when you burn something, you're erasing it. You don't have anything regarding it anymore. You have the memory and that's it. So fire is a big deal. There is a lot of bonfires for this celebration that lasts 13 days. Lots of fire. There are gifts. But it's not as much about the gifts as it is about being together and celebrating the new year. So if you are an older person, you would tend to receive sweets, chocolates, dried fruit, things like that. If you were a younger person, you would get coins or you would get presents. Not so much candy for the younger people. Okay? Now, decoration-wise, there's lots of decorations that, again, have great meaning for this tradition. There will frequently be mirrors to remind you to reflect on the past so you can grow and move forward. There will also be a lot of painted eggs to provide you with fertility. There will also be goldfish. Now, when I read that, I was hungry, so I pictured the crackers, but I believe it's actual live fish, and that's supposed to symbol new life. And then you will also see decorations of candles. The candles are supposed to bring light and life and happiness into your new year. All good things. I like those symbols, don't you? I like them a lot. There will also be a table somewhere in the household with 7 things on them. It's called the Haft table or the Scene table, okay? And there are 7 things, and I'm going to say the word in, I believe it's Iranian, but I'm going to butcher it, and I am aware of that, and I apologize if I'm offensive to you. But I'm going to tell you what they normally put there and what it's supposed to mean, because it's not necessarily about the decorations like balloons and things like that. It's items set out specifically to remind you of something, to symbolize something. Okay, this holiday again is about welcoming in a new year. So there's lots of reflection and lots of hope for the year to come. Okay, so the first item is the shirk. And this is typically vinegar. It'll be in a small container, and it's to remind you of aging. Every year you will get older. That's just how it works. So it reminds you that regardless of what you do, you're going to get older. Life is going to end. You should cherish it while you have it. Okay? The second thing is shaka, and that would be a coin. And that is supposed to symbolize wealth. So you can have what you need in the new year. You can continue to grow and flourish in the new year. The third thing is the seer. This is garlic. I know, right? I was surprised that there was garlic on there as well. But garlic is supposed to symbolize good health. So there you go. So far we have aging gracefully, taking advantage of your time, good wealth, and good health. The next one is the Sib, and that is represented by an apple. And that is supposed to represent beauty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, most certainly. Certainly people also say you're the apple of someone's eye. So they will have an apple to help remind you to see the beauty in different things and to bring beauty into your life. Okay? The next one is the sabaz, and that is wheat. Now the wheat is sent for rebirth. So when you cut wheat down, for example, you don't use the stalk, you tend to use the seeds, the grains. But you can use those grains over and over again to make different products. And that's that continuous cycle, that rebirth. The next one is the samanu, and that's pudding. They put pudding on their table, and that pudding is also supposed to represent fertility. Apparently, they're very big into producing every year because they have painted eggs and pudding that both help them have fertility and bring more lives into their community. Okay, the next one and the last one is the sumac, and the sumac is berries. And the berries are supposed to be bright and colorful, so you're supposed to focus on celebration and new beginnings. So there you go. That's Nowruz, and that's how the people of the Iranian movement, the Persians, the Zoroastrians, and the Baha'i celebrate the start of their new year. I love learning how different cultures celebrate their new year and what they have to offer. This one in particular was intriguing because it was less about the decorations, more about reflection and being with your family. They don't have prayers that they go to necessarily. They will have celebrations that they attend with their families, but that's about it. It's just a celebratory time, and that seems pretty amazing to me. The more you know, the more you grow. Isn't that wonderful? So if you like this video, I would certainly welcome you to like it, even subscribe to our channel. I would love to share more information with you because we've got more learning to do. So until next time, I hope you take care. Bye-bye.